I don't know if it's actually doing. We are live. We are live. Hello, everyone. Good morning. There's the whole gang from. Shuffle around. Shuffle around. Say hello to the camera. Hello to the camera. Yes. We are live from sunny London, and welcome to the launch party of the Bestseller Experiments novel Back to Reality, which is out right now. If you want to buy a copy, go to bestsellerexperiment.com/back to reality. We have smart URLs, so wherever you are in the world, you can download this book right now. Grab your copy. Thanks so much. Now, the really good news, because this book has been live since midnight, and we've had people around the world tracking sales, and thank you so much for that. But the really, really good news is I'm just looking at Amazon in the States. Where is it? Let me find it. We are #1 in pop culture and music, above Phil Collins. In your face, Phil Collins. Yes. So thank you, America. Thank you, America, for getting us to #1. And sorry to Carly Simon, who's at #2. I'm sure, you know, I'm so vain. I think this chart is all about me. So anyway, welcome everyone to this live broadcast. First of all, we, as many of the podcast listeners will know, I'm going to get my knees actually, this is much easier. Colin the Caterpillar was in a crucial early chapter of the book, which our editor said we should cut. So we did cut Colin the Caterpillar, which for me was a deal breaker. However, we did find an artistically right reason to sneak him into a later chapter. So that gives us an excuse to celebrate our launch with Colin the Caterpillar. Now, Colin the Caterpillar is an English icon, frankly. It's office parties and adult parties all over the world. It's too good for kids. Don't get it for kids. And don't be taken in by fakes. There was someone mentioned a Rudy the Reindeer one. Who the hell is Rudy the Reindeer? There is only one Colin. Now, it is written in the Doomsday Book and probably and the Magna Carta that the chosen one who eats the face of Colin the Caterpillar will be blessed with good luck. And so I'm going to do that right now to kick off the celebration. So I'm going to rip off Colin's face.
Caterpillar massacre.
Ah! Fantastic. I really thought this through. Anyway, I'm chewing. So, thank you, Viki. Oh, anyway, this is the start of it. I'll be waffling on a minute. I'm going to be talking to my friend Viki here in a second. These people have proper jobs to do, but these are my friends and colleagues from Orion Publishing who've been incredibly supportive through this whole thing. When I've been sitting in my lunch break with my headphones on, studiously ignoring every single one of them, and let me get on with it. And they've all been fantastic. So huge thank you to you folks. You've all been brilliant. Couldn't have done it without you, sir. Oh, I'm welling up. #1 in music. Yeah. Thank you, folks. I know they're very kind. Oh, it was really gooey. I know you've all got meetings to go to and stuff like that, so thank you very much. Yeah, take that towel. Thank you. Yeah, do take the cake and share it around the office. Can I leave it with you, Tal? Can I trust you with that? No, clearly not. Right. Brilliant. Thank you. Right. Thank you very much, Hannah.
I'd like to point out that I have a job too.
Oh, thank you so much. Right.
That was lovely.
It's
so dignified and smooth as always.
Now, Viki.
Yes.
Introduce yourself to the good folks online. What is your role here at the mighty Orion?
Hi, Internet. So I sell books internationally. I sell them to Ireland. I sell them to Singapore. I sell them to iBooks, which are not international, but a digital place. And yeah, it's good. I get to talk about books. I get to travel, and I get to watch Mark eat a caterpillar face, which is
living the dream. Okay. Oh, I forgot to press record on this. Never mind. You also, here's the important thing, you also run our wonderful book club on an Orion. Explain how that works.
So probably about twice a year, we get a load of manuscripts, probably about the titles that are going to publish 6 to 8 months in advance. And we send them out to each other and we put them in a folder, and each one of us tries to read maybe 1 or 2 of them. And because usually about a dozen people come to the book club, which is comprised of our salespeople, it means that each book usually has been read by at least one person. So then we get some sandwiches in, some crisps, always the bonus part of the meeting. I don't think anyone would come if there wasn't food. And then we talk about them, which it's a useful kind of social thing, but it's also useful for work because most of us don't have time to read everything that we publish. So that's also a handy group activity.
But the thing is, what you're leaving out here, Viki, is you have this uncanny ability to literally vacuum up, well, not literally, to vacuum up books at an incredible speed. And so a few weeks ago, I asked you if you could kindly read our book for us, because the other thing these meetings, these book club meetings that we have, I often don't read the books, but we all often discover a little gem, and we love your summaries of books, and we respect your opinion as well. So yes, so I asked Viki to read the book, and I just wondered, what you thought of our little book.
Pretty good. It's pretty good. No, it's really brilliant. It's got this fantastic. I mean, I don't know how much I want to say about the plot because I don't want to ruin it for anyone. But it's a really kind of like unique, fun plot, and you just go along for this amazing ride. Basically, really funny. There's heartwarming bits. There's cryy bits. I had a small cry, not a big one because I don't have emotions, obviously, because I'm a salesperson. I'm all about that. But no, really, really fantastic. I loved it.
Brilliant. Thank you. Okay. And in terms of people who might enjoy this kind of book, who do you think might enjoy this kind of book?
People who like books.
Oh, that's lots of people. That could be you out there. Do you like books? If you do,
I mean, if you don't, you might still like it because it's a really fun story. So it could be a TV program, could be a film.
We were thinking film. Actually, we were thinking film.
If you like films, if you like looking at things and or hearing about things, if you like things are good. People are like things.
This is fantastic. Okay, lovely. Well, I know you're very busy and you've got work to do as well. Viki, thank you so much for coming along and reading our book. And yes, I'm going to keep talking to these people. I don't know what about, but we'll talk some more. So thank you very much.
Do you want me to leave this water in case you have another choking spell?
I've got this water here in my little thing, which people tell me looks like a suppository. That's what my colleagues are like.
That is a large suppository.
Thank you.
Well, I'll leave you alone in this meeting room with your enormous suppository.
Thank you.
Bye, Mark. Bye, Internet.
Words I didn't think I'd hear today. Right. Well, okay. Let's thank you. This is my first ever YouTube live, so apologies if all going horribly wrong. But I think I can look at there might be a live chat thing or something. Let's see if that's coming up. Brilliant. Okay, so Richie Yanakowicz. I got your name right. Did I get your name right, Richie? Richie Yanakowicz, hello. Dennis Knight says hello. Julian Barr says hello from slightly soggy Brisbane. Cool. Okay, excellent. And yes, we are #1 best-selling authors. I haven't put that little orange flag on the stage yet, but we've got to #1 in music, which is fantastic. We're so happy with that. So yes, lovely to see you all here. We are tracing other charts as well. Let's see what other charts we're in. I've got them all here. So let's have a look. And a huge thank you to anyone who's left a review so far. It's so heartwarming. We did ask for honest reviews, so we're getting 4 stars as well as 5 stars as well. So it's just great to see how you've reacted to the book, and very, very, very heartwarming. So yes, we are #1 in music in the States. We're #3 in humorous, and we're #5 in parenting families. Okay, I'll take that. Let's have a look in Canada. Out in Canada, where are we there? Because we were doing quite well in Canada. So we were #2 in humorous in Canada. I think we were below a joke book about maple syrup or something. Oh, no, it's a book called Summer at Sea. But yes, we're #2 behind that, and again, some wonderful reviews there. So thank you very much for that. This has been an extraordinary year. I don't know how many of you know the full story of how me and Mark DeVoe met. We kind of knew each other as teenagers. We went to different schools, living in the sort of Leatherhead, Ashford area in Surrey in the 90s. And we had lots of mutual friends. And it was when Robot Overlords came out, Mark sort of got in touch and said, "This is amazing. You're living a dream," kind of thing. And he said he'd always wanted to write a novel, but never got beyond 20,000 words. And so we both discovered we both like podcasts, we both like similar things. So we started putting together an idea whereby we would try and write a novel within a year. Now, trying to write, and lots of authors do that. Lots of authors write multiple novels within a year. But If you've never done it before, which is the case with Mark, or if you're also trying to run a podcast at the same time, it can be quite tricky, and it has taken up pretty much every spare minute of our lives so far. But it's been absolutely worth it. It's been a transformative experience. It's improved my writing immeasurably, and it's and the most gratifying thing is we've put it out there that other people should do this as well. So we wanted to hear from people who maybe had a half-written book or maybe had never written before and wanted to give it a go. And we've heard all across the spectrum from people at various levels that they've finished a book, or they've actually started selling books. And we might have someone on later today who's an example of that. Maybe books in the thousands because of the listening to the podcast and listening to the amazing authors and editors and agents and extraordinary people that we've had on the show. So it's it's been extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. And I think people have asked if the podcast is going to continue after this. Mr. D and I will be taking a wee break. We are kind of pooped, but it's oh, am I actually on air? Let's have a look. Am I still on? Okay, I'm just trying to check. Did I go off air there for a minute? Okay. Oh, I'm already in the call. Good. That's all right. I thought I'd gone off air for a minute. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Do please let me know if I'm still on air. I changed the thing. I moved the camera around. Am I still on air? Am I still on air? It's the first one we've done of this, so it's very strange. But yeah, a huge thank you to everyone for the tweets and the emails that we get every day. We do try and reply to every single one of them. Today's been completely overwhelming. We've just been bombarded by people dropping us lines. So it's and the encouragement and everything has just been amazing, absolutely amazing. So so that's us. Let us know if in the live chat if you have any questions. If not, I think we might come off, but let's have a look. Let's see. Okay, are people actually watching us? Let's have a look. Okay, not sure. Okay, let me just check this. Right, anyway, okay. I'm not getting replies or anything, so I wonder if I'm actually done. What's this? Stop broadcast. I think I'm on air. Anyway, so yeah, later today, let's go through what's going to be happening later today. So let me bring up the old timeline because there's all sorts of exciting stuff happening later. I'm hoping to have Joanne Harris on the show before 11 o'clock, which would be just fantastic. And that's to talk about her new book, A Pocket Full of Crows. But of course, you will know that she was one of the first guests that we interviewed on the podcast, and that was very, very special because the quote that she gave us, which is, there's no such thing as an aspiring author. You're either writing or you're not. We put that on a little image, and it's gone viral many times, people retweeting it constantly. At sort of noon, 12:30 UK time, Mr. D, Mark DeVoe, will be joining me on a hangout, and hopefully he'll make a better job of this than I am. And then hopefully at 1:30 we'll be talking to an author called Mike Morris, who was inspired by the podcast. Then at 6 p.m, the two Marks will be here again. There'll be another hangout. All through this, by the way, I nearly forgot this, we will be doing little giveaways. Now, I have a signed copy of Rather Be the Devil by Ian Rankin to give away, and I think I can do that right now. Okay, so basically, all you need to do, let's have a look. Let me check how this actually works. You know what? We might do that later on. I might come back for that, and we'll do that later on. I haven't quite figured out the mechanics of that one. Okay. Right. Let's just check how we're doing. Oh, good. Dave's here on the Hangout. Editor Dave, who knows everything. Hello, Dave. How are you? Am I actually live, Dave? It's difficult to tell. Okay, let's go back to the comments. Okay. Okay, I'm slightly confused now, but let's bring up, there's comments here. Okay, Dave, am I live? Okay. It's thrilling, I know. Sorry about this. Maybe the first 10 minutes of this will be fun. Okay, I'm not getting any response, so I'm going to wind this up now. But before 11 o'clock, we will be back with Joanne Harris. I'll put some alerts up when that actually happens, and I shall see you then. So again, a million thanks for all your support. #1 in music. Speak soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.